Did you guys realize that Pokemon Go is finally over?
No.
No, neither did anybody else. But that means they're also watching our show. It's going to be a great show today. It's Standby for Awesome.
We got a girl on the show.
Welcome to another exciting edition. It's Standby for Awesome, and I love singing. We got a girl on the show today, and it's gonna be awesome and stuff that rhymes.
One of the main complaints we've had is how we're just dudes and we need to have a girl on the show.
I mean, it is YouTube, and 90% of you are scouring YouTube and or television for females.
Who is that?
Oh, dude, don't worry. On today's episode, Dexter's going to get a little more insight into who that is behind him. We still haven't told Dex that we're going to be leaving on vacation for a few weeks.
Wait,
He's going to need a co-host. Also, we're going to be talking Stranger Things. We're going to be talking about Instagram and Snapchat. We got Comics Corner. We got a jam-packed show. You don't want to miss it. I'm excited. Who's excited?
Are you excited?
I already said I'm excited.
Are you excited?
Excited.
Yeah, I'm like directly, and that's the girl, guys.
Her name is Becca.
It's a girl.
Hi.
Her name's Becca.
She is our friend.
You're gonna learn all about her. You're welcome. I'm a dumb. Sorry.
You gotta do it this way. Check this out.
I know, but somehow. Okay. Is that a good enough intro?
What's the rejoin?
Welcome back to Standby for Awesome. And we don't really have air conditioning. I'm gonna keep singing. Man, these packs are great. I really wanted. Okay, all right. Welcome back to Standby for Awesome, and what is Dex's all-time favorite segment? I say it every week.
Love this.
Dex, intro this segment.
Comics.
Corner.
I said Dex.
What are we going to talk about this week,
Well,
boys?
we have
Lot to talk about.
First off, we have to talk about X-Men.
Yes, we do.
Was it a couple of times ago?
Yeah, you know, we talk. We like to talk. Water
talk.
cooler talk, and there was some hustle and bustle
Spreading
about
some rumors.
Marvel getting rid of the X-Men, and I'm like, I just got a Magneto tattoo. Ain't nobody got time to get rid of the X-Men.
Solid flex.
Thanks, man. It
Anyway,
really didn't work
Marvel
out.
totally, they've got more X-Men comics coming.
That they do. Their solicitations released for October, and every X-Men book was actually a part of it. All new X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, X-Men Galore, Mr. and Mrs. X-Men, X-Men of the Future, Days of Future X-Men, Mr. and Mrs. and Baby X-Men.
That must be some
X-Men
great coffee,
7.
Steve.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of X-Men books.
Yeah.
And they're all still there, which means not only is Marvel still sticking with the X-Men, but last week on Marvel's website, a potential spoiler came out that made us very excited. We're talking San Diego Comic-Con. The guy at Marvel, he's like, I don't have much of a job, blah, 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 but I'm going to update everything on Marvel's website about all the cool new characters that are coming to Marvel. Marvel film, Marvel television, and they included an amazing TV show called Legion, which is coming on FX. Legion is an X-Men TV show. Could the X-Men be coming to the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I don't know.
Let me ask
Does
my
anybody
executive.
know?
Let me ask.
But that's why we're hypothetically talking about stuff on our show.
Will the X-Men come to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Definitely.
What's it say?
I don't know. You have to turn it around. Definitely.
Says
I
that.
am a wizard.
There's
I'm
too much
Professor
money
X.
to be made.
Boom.
It needs to happen.
Is anybody going
See
to point
that?
out the fact that I Professor X this situation just now?
No.
Anyone?
I have no
Anyone?
idea what you're
Okay.
talking about.
So anyway,
Either
X-Men,
way.
you know, Wolverine,
Sure, I know
Jean
Wolverine.
Grey,
Oh,
Jean
Professor
Grey?
X, the bald
Boom.
one.
Jean Grey.
She turned
What?
into the Phoenix.
Did you really just say who's Jean Grey?
I don't know who that
You
is.
need to
Cyclops.
Cyclops? Yeah.
Okay. Cyclops is girl, man.
That
She's
was
a
Jean.
redhead. Her name's
Gotcha.
Jean Grey.
Right.
She can read
So
your
you know
mind.
how Avengers movies are different than X-Men movies? What if they came together?
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Spider-Man and
No,
Wolverine on the same screen?
Yeah.
I mean, they're on my shirt.
I'm
Why
just
not?
really all about Wolverine.
Yeah, we know.
He's the best.
That's okay. That's okay. He's overused, but that's okay.
We're really excited. So not only are the X-Men sticking around in Marvel, hopefully they'll actually be crossing over in the cinematic universe. Of course, it's not corroborated. Marvel took it down shortly thereafter and refused to comment on it. When you refuse to comment on something, by the way, it pretty much means it's yes. Because if it was a no, wouldn't you just say, no, sorry, our guy made a mistake. Instead, they're like, no comment. Right.
And speaking of X-Men,
Yeah.
Stevo has a story about
I
his
do.
favorite X-Men.
I do.
Cable. Who is Cable, Dex?
Cable is an old man. Okay.
Okay.
He has electrical powers.
Yeah. He can turn lights
cables.
on and off.
Gosh, you're hurting me.
And that's how he travels through time, is through cables.
He does travel through time.
Okay.
He does travel through time.
And that's what his weapon is a giant cable.
Yep. It's a heavy duty cable. It's like
nobody knows who
construction
Cable
grade
is.
Oh,
cable.
yeah? His name is Nathan Dayspring Ascani-san Summers. His parents are Scott Summers, also known as Cyclops, and Madeline Pryor. She is a clone of Jean Grey. He's from the future. So what happened is, Jean Grey, she wasn't around, and Scotty Summers was like, this girl looks fine. Turns out it's because it's a clone of Jean Grey, and he's like, no wonder you fine, girl, let's get that. Cable's my favorite since I was a child. X-Men, he was also the leader of X-Force. His first appearance was New Mutants 87.
Okay, I thought, but you have a story about a cable.
Right, sorry, you got me off track. Okay, I just love Cable so much. So,
Inappropriate.
a few short weeks ago.
Inappropriate.
A few short weeks ago, I'm chilling at my house. I'm having a barbecue. Friends are over, people are partying, we're having a good time. You guys weren't there because I accidentally didn't invite you.
You want to say that again?
So many takeaways, coffee.
Yeah. Did you want to repeat accidentally? And there's only a few less syllables in it. He's got a Cable statue.
I do.
Cable's that character that's about electrical wiring.
My favorite character in the universe. I scoured the earth for this because let's be honest, no one's ever heard of Cable. So when you come across something that is actually of Cable, you buy it because that's the only thing you're going to get for like 17 years.
That is true.
So I buy this Cable statue that's incredible, right? And all the kids are running around, and I'm like, who invited kids? And kid bumps the bookshelf. Huh? Oh no!
Explosion.
Yeah, hit the ground. Producer Lauren, hit him with the shot.
Yeah,
Cable statue.
He's gonna hit
Busted.
you with the bell.
Broken. All right, broken
One more
and
time.
busted. Okay.
One more time.
My really expensive, amazing Cable statue. So my Comics Corner question is this: how do I get my friend to pay for a new Cable statue, even though it was like a kid that did it, and you don't know that if you should really bust him on it.
There's a lot psychologically happening with
What do you do? A kid busted my like $100 action figure. Okay.
Okay, let's go back in time and not spend $100 on an action
Can't
figure.
do that, man. We're in the present. Every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So what I got to do is get them to get me a new present. It's called a Cable statue. How do I do this? This is a real question.
I want to ask the viewers.
Yeah.
What should we do when Stevo's had too much coffee? how do we handle him?
Guys,
Do
I
we
am
tie
actually
him
pretty
up?
wired.
Is
it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Sorry, it was.
Is there a booby trap we could set?
No,
Maybe there's a booby
quad,
trap.
it's called Quad Shots, and it's incredible, and I recommend it to everybody.
Okay.
You take 4 shots of espresso, you put in like 8 more ounces of coffee, you just go for it, and you're like good for 7 days.
All
Also,
right.
the next question on Comics Corner, how do you encourage your friend to take a shower politely?
Now, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I really like my friend. His kid, not so much.
Okay.
He broke my Cable toy.
the last
As
one.
evidence, again, producer Lauren, if you could just show that photo again one more time. Broken statue.
We gotta go to
is-
break.
I had to super glue it. It
This
took
is way
hours,
too long.
This is too
Which,
long.
by the way, I kind
Oh
of fixed
my
myself.
God.
That
So-
was amazing.
Subscribe, help Stevo with this problem in the comments.
Stand by for awesomeshow@gmail.com. I really would like to know A, how you will buy me a Cable statue. B, how do I get my friend to buy me a Cable statue. C, Cable's my favorite X-Men character. He's X-Force.
Thanks
really.
for watching.
And New Mutants. Okay.
Stand back there and explain to everybody what this is.
Snapchat.
I always care about your needs. Where's my sheet?
Right there. It was over here.
Is this what Celeste does all day?
No,
Actually, she sits in there and does audio, and I say inappropriate things. I don't know.
She's on vacation.
We're doing a really good job.
I thought we were. Go bang, ding, ding, ding.
I've said welcome back every time. I think.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So stand by for Austin.
Welcome.
Cool. Yeah. Probably what I've been most excited to talk about for the last week, because I was the dummy that forgot to watch Stranger Things in its entirety, i.e., I like to take my time.
For shame.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
a good steak. You want to really enjoy it. You take in all of the juices and the everything. I didn't binge watch Stranger Things like I was supposed to.
But we did.
So I wasn't able to do a full review. But this week, guys, we get to talk fully about Stranger Things.
Full
Which
review.
means, hey, spoiler alert.
If you have not finished season 1 of Stranger Things, this is your chance to turn us off, but actually just mute it and watch till the end so we still get credit for review.
We are going to ruin it for you if you haven't
Yes,
seen
absolutely. Because guys, let's be honest, Stranger Things kind of took over the universe
It's awesome.
right now, and what I think is the best show out.
It brought me back to the Goonies. It brought me back to watching E.T. Oh gosh, it just brought me back to being in the 80s again.
Yeah, so great. That was a long time ago.
What?
90s, it was like 30 years ago.
It brought me back to a better place and a better time. Life was just great.
It was peachy, guys.
The smell of cigarettes.
Everywhere you went, every restaurant,
Yeah.
What?
in the arcade.
You
in
guys
the
are talking
mall.
about Die Hard. Okay, I get it. Yeah,
No,
everybody
we're talking
smoked
about
in the 80s.
Every playground could kill you.
Hopper did
Actively
smoke.
kill you.
I think Joyce smoked as well. Everybody smoked.
Okay, season 1 was unbelievable.
Yeah.
This was probably my favorite show this year.
The Duffer Brothers, who created this, we mentioned this before, they made essentially a love letter to Stephen King.
They did.
There were references to Steven Spielberg as well. But really, if you take a look at the show, there are frames where it's a direct shot from Stand By Me, Carrie, so many different things. They are incredible.
Yeah, the font at the beginning of the show is the font from Carrie.
Yeah, really, really cool. So they get through season 1. What's next?
Oh man, I don't know. I can tell you a couple of theories. I can tell you some ideas.
Yes.
I do think. Okay, so what's the kid that he pukes up the slug?
Will.
The kid that gets kidnapped.
Guys.
He's the kid that gets lost. He's the whole purpose of the show.
Yeah,
we
Will
finally get him
Byers.
back, and then in a classic twist, just like the old Tales from the Dark Side or Tales from the Crypt, we see this poor kid burp up a slug
Yeah.
from the
Something.
other side.
I know, yeah. Here's the thing. I have a working theory, and this is what I'm most excited about. At the end of season 1, it's the final episode. They defeat the big bad, and the kids are all downstairs playing Dungeons and Dragons, right? And they beat the monster in Dungeons and Dragons, and everybody's excited, except they say a few things. One, what? That's it? It was only 10 hours, which is the way we all felt when Stranger Things ended. It was way too short. It was only 8 episodes, and they asked about a few things. They asked about the Lost Night. I think the Lost Night is Hopper. A reference to Hopper. The Proud Princess, which 11, what happened to 11? We don't know where she
We think
is.
she's still around.
Yeah,
And
she's
the
around.
Weird flowers in the cave, which I personally think was either a reference to the eggs that you saw in the Upside Down, or just the freaky floaty stuff in the Upside Down. What was that? It was like Avatar, but creepy. It was like a creepier Avatar.
Now
I
check
don't
it
know.
out. This is what I think is going to happen to Will. I
Okay.
think Will is going to slowly start transforming into one of those creatures from the Upside Down.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because think about it. That thing on the other side, it was very like man-like.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
it
true.
had a lot
That's
of
true.
features. It had that weird plant teeth.
Yeah, it was almost like watching me at a buffet
Okay.
when it ate.
Lost
It's
me.
exactly like
Lost
watching you at a buffet.
Yeah.
I believe we have a clip of Dex at a buffet here.
Oh man, this
There I
is
am.
really creepy. I like it.
Fascinating.
All right.
Exactly how it is.
But here's the thing, guys. We did see Will, who coughed up this slug thing, right? And we saw a quick snapshot too. Look! Oh, he's vomiting. Oh, it's a slug.
Too many cigarettes.
Wait, look up. Oh, the Upside Down. Yeah.
He's going to turn into
Am
that
I
thing.
right? Okay. Will was super exposed to whatever was happening in the Upside Down, but he wasn't the only one. You've got Joyce, the mom. She took her helmet off, right? Oh, Hopper, he also took his helmet off.
Love Hopper.
And Nancy, the sister, she ran in there, right, in that entire scene, and she was freaking out. She was like hiding behind the tree, and it was like, I don't know what's happening. Oh my God, you guys. And it was like super 80s, and you're like, I don't know. It was amazing. Either way, they were all exposed by the Upside Down.
A couple of things that I really liked about the show. I actually liked the redemption of Steve, the boyfriend.
Yeah,
because
dude.
I did not like him the whole show, and I'm glad that at the end, he really did. He had a character redemption, and now I think we're all cool with him.
It would have been kind of a throwaway if Older Byers was able to just like get the girl and Nancy, whatever.
Is there a possibility that Hopper is working with the government?
100%.
See, that's the other thing I like.
100%.
I love how ambiguous they left the relationship with Hopper and the government and 11. What is happening?
But here's the thing. Okay, Hopper gets into the car with the FBI guys, right? And you don't know what's happening. It's the end. There's a lot of dead bodies in the school, and you're going, what's going on? I don't know. Hopper gets in the car, and the next thing you see, he's back to being the chief. He's totally secure wherever he is, and he's bringing Eggo waffles to, I think, 11. So he's got some knowledge of where she is potentially, which means I think he's working with the government. He's obviously trustworthy. He straight up told those guys, look, we just want to save Will. We don't even care. By the way, Hopper is the best part of that show.
I agree.
And so I think we're going to get more of that in season 2. In fact, the Duffer Brothers themselves said that's kind of what they want to explore. What is the relationship now between Hopper, between the kids, and between the government?
If we had to give thumbs up, we would both give 2 big old thumbs up.
Yes, like the 80s. Aww.
Yeah.
I give this show 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
And they did such an incredible job. Not only was it a great show, but it was a great ending. It still set up season 2, but it wasn't cheesy where you didn't care cliffhanger. They wrapped everything up and yet didn't.
Okay,
Good
so
job,
the
Stranger
standby for awesome recommendation is
Yes.
this will bring you the awesome.
Yeah, yes, it will. It's probably the best show you can watch right now, currently. If you don't have Netflix, we're looking for sponsors. If you'd like to sponsor,
Tell us what you thought about Stranger Things in the comments.
Yes.
Don't spoil it for your friends because it's that good. And always, you can email us at standbyforawesomeshow@gmail.com.
Cue that strange music, okay? Cue the stranger music.
All right, so here are the 3 things I'm going to talk about. Because finally actually seeing it, I have a working theory about season 2, and it has everything to do with the Dungeons and Dragons game at the end. I need to slow down.
Oh, man. You're all like...
I hate this so much. I already hate this.
This is my story. This is my
why
story.
I want to be in your story. I'm in your story.
You are in my story.
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 Welcome back to Standby for Awesome. Stevo, Teo. That's it right now,
Hey,
actually.
today we have a special segment because sometimes we can't always be here.
That's
We
right.
have other things to do. Stevo and I are going to have to go to New York Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And Dex is going to be by himself.
Oh man, it's going to be really sad, but we don't want you to be without Standby for Awesome because ain't nobody happy with that. So what we're doing is we are going to start auditioning you. If you think you've got what it takes to be part of Standby for Awesome, you can email standbyforawesomeshow@gmail.com. We're doing it. Send your submissions.
We're not doing
You
an
can
open
give us
audition.
a demo
No, we're
reel.
not.
You can kick it with
Stop.
us. I'll also take your digits.
Look at that.
I love sushi.
Look at that over there.
What?
We're auditioning for a recurring female presence because we also figured out that if we even slightly mention an attractive female, our ratings just go through the roof.
Nerd speak.
You guys
It's
need to get a
amazing.
job and get a life.
Actually, don't. Keep watching our YouTube channel and support us because we need funds.
Do both.
Yeah, Daddy got to pay the bills.
So anyway, today we're going to do a little thing called Host Connection.
That's right. What we've done is we found our first female victim. And
Not a
we're
victim.
Right, okay. We're going to have
These are
Dex
volatile times.
interview her to see if she's got what it takes to be a co-host while Teo and I are away.
But
Yes.
there's a twist. We didn't actually give Dex host questions. We gave him questions from Love Connection.
That's right. We found 20 questions to deepen your intimate relationship. That's right, I said deepen and intimate.
And he doesn't know.
This just went PG-13.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll get to that.
Okay.
I'm going to jump up to the box on top.
Oh, I'm on bottom.
Okay, let's go.
I'm in my box.
I'm in my box.
Teo.
You can't box me in.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dex. I'm your host today. Becca,
Hello.
welcome.
Thank you.
I have questions for you.
I'm excited about them.
People want to know who Becca is.
What's something you're glad you'll
Think I'm
never
ready.
have to do
Question
again?
number 1. What's something you're glad you'll never have to do again?
I didn't realize we were doing the interview in front of a camera. So.
You didn't know that there was a camera?
No, I didn't realize when I was applying for this that it
Oh.
was going to be, like, the audition was in front of a camera.
Well, there's like 5 cameras.
No, that's why I'm saying I don't like this moment.
Okay.
What's one
Question
thing you
number 2.
always
What's one
procrastinate
thing you
on?
always procrastinate
Timeliness
on?
for this show is one.
Waking up. I snooze a lot. I have 2 kids.
You have 2 kids, all right. So then you're probably a good mom.
Yeah.
Would you bring the kids with you?
If I could, that would be awesome.
Okay, well.
But I have someone who could watch them too if I need to.
What would you do with your life if you were
what
suddenly
would you do with
awarded
your
$1
life if you were
billion?
suddenly awarded
I'd buy
$1
a
billion?
yacht. What would you do?
I would not be here, first of all, trying to get a job. Paris,
Why Paris?
because I've never been there, and it
Do you
sounds like
speak
fun.
French?
I do not.
Do you speak any language?
English.
What should a healthy relationship provide for the people in it?
Here we
What
go.
should a healthy relationship provide for the people in it?
Like a workplace relationship or
Yeah.
a work. Oh, okay.
Stevo, scoot over.
Security
okay.
for sure. Respect.
Can we dance? Can I dance?
Can
in
you
my
quit
box?
moving?
Money?
This thing is really tall. It's kind of shaking.
I don't understand how
Stop.
this is
Stop.
like
What if you got cheated on?
applicable right now.
You'd be able to forgive?
No.
No?
I thought this was in regards to working with you guys.
Well, it is.
If one of you cheated on me, if I would forgive you.
Well,
In your life, what has been the biggest blessing in disguise?
in your life, what has been the biggest blessing in disguise?
Have you ever wanted to drown your kids?
What? You ever thought about
Say it.
drowning
Just say
your
it.
kids?
Just say it.
What? Oh my God. How many more questions do you have? This
Ask
is-
her when the last time she cried was. She's a chick.
When's the
$5
last
says
time
it's
you
today.
cried?
What, today's Thursday, so this morning.
Boom! Nailed
Nice.
it. Oh my God.
They always
I know.
cry.
And
And
what
when I
can I
say
say?
they, I mean girls.
Right, the fairer sex.
Not trying to be a sexist or
Of
anything.
course not. Are you kidding me? We're family friendly.
Will you cry after this interview?
I will most definitely cry after this interview.
Okay, what is your all-time favorite book?
What's your favorite book of all time?
My favorite book. I like Birdsong. Well, it's a period story about a woman who is trapped in her
if the
house
chick was
with
on her
her husband
period.
and children.
Wait,
and
don't
Is she
do
on her
Oh my
period?
gosh, she's asking.
Wow.
That was my fault.
Wow.
That was totally my fault.
I feel like that's like
Inappropriate.
sexist.
Inappropriate.
and
I know. I
Hey.
know. I'm so sorry.
What is something that never ends well?
What is something that never ends well?
Love interests, and if I cheat on you, are you gonna forgive me? Would you drown your children? Things like that probably don't end well for most people.
Hey, baby girl. What's the
Don't
best
say that, Dex.
yeah,
Don't say
okay.
baby
Don't,
girl.
No baby girl?
mind
Okay,
just
sorry. What is the
second,
best
just-
way to end a long day, baby girl?
No.
What's the best way to end a long day?
Well, that didn't work. I don't think she's coming
I
back.
think she left.
I got
Did you see
$20 that says
over there. She
she's
left.
never coming back.
She totally left.
Perfect.
Did you see that?
Yeah, of course I saw it. I'm right here in this box.
Yeah, you're under me though. I don't know what your
I
vantage
hate
point
being
is.
under you.
Well, come back.
Becca.
I think she's gone.
I think, yeah, she's never coming
She's
back.
out- she's out of the
Well,
building.
All right, well,
She left.
Hey, if you are insane enough to try our challenge, standbyforAwesomeShow@gmail.com. We would love to see you, especially if you're attractive and into weird questions.
Nope.
That just took a turn.
What's this? Ninnies.
Ooh, dude, look at those. Are you cold?
No.
It's 1,000 degrees in here.
I'm spotting.
No, dude, I hear you.
I'm on my period.
I hear you. And I've been using like natural deodorant. Can you smell me?
I'm mortified.
Yellow. I can't unhook. Love it so much. Oh, it's just too bad we'll never invite Becca back.
Why?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Was that out loud?
The earpiece operates via a Wi-Fi hotspot in his hip, which had to be replaced last August.
No, it's not. If you don't know what we're talking about, you got to go back and rewatch our old episodes. It's hilarious, and it's in there.
It's an incredible journey.
Speaking of journeys, you ready to go get in that box, girl?
Let's go.
Okay.
Girl.
Did you jump?
Waving at you in your
Are we in our boxes?
Yes. What's in the box?
Oh.
That's your one.
If you woke up tomorrow with no fear, what would you do with no fear? Now, was that
No,
really?
you remember No Fear, right?
I know.
Ain't scared, no fear.
Oh, wait, was that the Marky Mark movie?
You are.
Okay.
That's not on the list.
This is crazy.
I threw that one in there.
I know. She's gonna walk
Hey,
out.
if she asks you, say Stevo said that.
No, she doesn't know we're feeding the question.
I got you so
This
good.
poor girl. Oh.
What is one behavior that you would never tolerate?
Having to always be on bottom because your friend who's like, we're bros, is like, I have to be on top. And I'm like, selfishness, you're always on top.
Feels good to be back on top.
Because you potentially would one day like to have your own YouTube channel and you thought it was like climbing up the ladder, but it turns out that there's really weird things going on.
In your life, what has been the biggest blessing in disguise?
I guess getting pregnant when I wasn't trying to.
All right.
Is that awkward?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like with the questions you're asking me, I'm getting kind of caught off guard, and I don't understand. Was this like a secretary position, or
Kind of wondering where
hosting?
my co-hosts are.
If you could write a note to your younger self, what would you say in only 3 words?
He can't see your hands.
Don't do that.
We're in our boxes. Hey, this is, dude, is my Steve in a box? Am I in a box? Like, I don't know where the boundaries are. I just feel
No,
like I
you
crossed
don't,
the wall.
Stevo.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Okay, all right.
This week, Instagram premiered a new feature,
Oh,
and it's called Instagram Stories.
No, it's not. It's called Snapchat.
I've never
Oh, hey,
had
look,
Snapchat.
a gentleman
I don't-
in the studio.
Oh.
Thank you, gentleman. That was
I
awfully.
wanna be
Sure.
like
Why don't you
mine.
have a
He's one of
seat?
our guys. He's
Oh, thank you. I think I'm gonna sit right here. Thanks, guys.
So anyway, yeah, Instagram Stories. Woo! It appears at the top of your feed. You put up a picture of us right now.
And Dex already liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. Wait.
good job,
What
Dex.
are you doing on Instagram?
What?
We're doing a show right now. Are you kidding me?
I tagged him. It's not his
Nobody
fault.
has time for this.
But anyway,
Wow.
this was released with a little bit of controversy because it's just like Snapchat.
Well, isn't that what Facebook is really good at doing, is constantly ripping everybody off? Instagram is now owned by Facebook. Therefore, we're never going to get this segment out on the internet because Mark Zuckerberg also owns the internet.
Here's the interesting thing. Raise your hand if you have a Snapchat.
What? You have a Snapchat?
I do.
Not me.
Now raise your hand if you have Instagram.
Do. I actually do have 2 accounts, so I'm gonna erase 2 of them.
What?
Okay.
You have 2
I have
accounts?
2 accounts.
You have 2 Instagram
I
accounts?
have 2 Instagram
My
accounts.
Instagram game is
Weird.
far from cool then.
Are you supposed to have more than one?
Well, if you're a drug dealer, so you have the
No,
regular Instagram account. Oh, that's
Okay,
different.
so anyway,
Okay.
here's the inherent genius of the idea. More people have Instagram. And so Facebook they own Instagram, and then they take everybody's ideas, and then they just apply them to their bigger platform.
Wait. I've got a great idea. Forget the Instagram segment. We need to go find the top 10 videos on YouTube right now and just completely rip them off and make them our own.
That's
we're
what
gonna
we're
make
gonna
$1
do.
million. I've actually never used Instagram Story. It's been out for a solid week now. I still don't quite understand the purpose of it.
And I put up quite a few because it's awesome.
Yeah.
You get to make a story.
Yeah, but
a
isn't
video
that
story.
what your Instagram account is
No.
for?
I like to sing songs,
Okay.
write stuff on the songs.
But it goes away like 24 hours later, so what's the point?
You can share all your secrets and nobody will know.
No, everybody sees it. It
Because
just goes
when
away in 24 hours.
When it disappears after 24 hours, so do your secrets.
Okay, here's a question I have for Becca since she's on the show and we don't want to waste her. You're a professional photographer, and now everyone thinks they're a professional photographer because they have Instagram, they've got Snapchat, they've got
cool
everything.
filters.
We got this crazy filter, it's gonna make me a cat.
Shout out to Nashville
How
Filter.
frustrating is it as a real photographer to have 12-year-olds who can actually already do your job?
Honestly, I'm probably the worst of them.
Okay.
You're the worst of the
I
12-year-olds.
post more direct from my cell phone camera to Instagram than I do any professional images that I take to put up there because I'm lazy.
Okay.
So thank you, Instagram.
All right. So Instagram, not only is it creating jobs, it's creating livelihoods for 12-year-olds who think they're photographers to get
This is speculation.
I support that.
What? Okay.
All right. I mean, that's like trying to get on television, so you start by making crazy YouTube videos hoping people will pick it up because you're desperate and you need a show.
Question of the segment.
Yeah.
What do you think about Instagram stories? Is it a ripoff? Is it a good thing?
No, I
Tell
don't
us what
know.
you think in the comments.
Snapchat.
Right here.
Was that the first word he said?
That was
Pretty
it.
sure. Yeah, the
Snapchat.
whole
He's a
segment.
man of many words.
That's good.
Snapchat.
You can also email us standbyforawesomeshow@gmail.com. And don't forget to keep your ideas coming
You can
for
use it.
Standby for
I was
Awesome.
kidding.
Also like us on Facebook.
Whoa.
Ow!
I smacked your hand as you smacked
I know.
the bell. I didn't know there was rules with the bell,
Offensive.
okay?
Nobody knows that there's
All I heard was, this is how you shut people up. And so I was like, oh, what is
the last
this?
time Becca was allowed to come on the
That's
show.
from Star Wars.
Educate me, people. I don't.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
did you
Empire
guys
Strikes
know?
What you're about to say.
Just to make sure
What do you
that
really
I'm
weigh?
never back on the show.
giant Star Wars tattoo.
Ah,
Well, I just
Did
discovered our
everybody
segment.
in the other room hear
I
that?
just discovered our segment.
She's never seen Star Wars or Star Trek.
No, wait, save it for live.
Let me ask our executive one more
Oh
time.
But
God,
she's a girl.
it doesn't matter.
Girls
are you
are
kidding
supposed
me?
to be the
Most girls
smarter
are.
sex. Should we keep that?
Never. It always says definitely. That
what
is
you
a
get,
sure
witch.
sign. Probably my least favorite segment of the entire show. So, yeah, cool.
Adulting 101.
Yeah. I would like to remind everybody, a couple weeks ago we did adulting, and this is why I no longer wear skinny jeans, why I don't have a man bun, also why I'm no longer friends with them, and decided to bring a female with me today because if we're going to do adulting, we're going to do it right, and my self-esteem is shot, and I need a girl with me to
okay.
make me feel better.
Our friend Becca is joining us today for Adulting 101. We're going to talk a little bit about dating.
Oh, yes.
Just so we could balance the scales, we thought we needed a feminine perspective, so we brought a girl.
Well, basically how this is going to work, Becca, is we're going to bounce our dating ideas off of you, and you tell us whether or not you want to date us. When it comes to dating,
communication.
rule
Focus.
number one, eye contact. All right, you always want to be intentional. You want to focus. You want to make sure she knows she's the most special person in the room by staring at her
Like this?
longingly.
Why are you laughing?
Weird. It just, yeah. You definitely want to blink. No more than
Don't
17
blink.
times.
You don't want to miss a
a
moment.
minute. No less than 10 times a minute because then it just gets awkward, right? Eye contact, is this good?
Blinking is good. I
Hang
think
on.
blinking
Pause.
is good.
Pause.
All right.
I want to make sure she's right.
Well, here we go. He's
Is blinking
consulting
good?
the wizard. He does this.
Why not?
I have a question.
You're in the clear.
I have a
Thank you.
question.
Yeah.
Is it okay to go out to a seafood restaurant on a first date?
First of all,
So no.
you never want to see food or eat seafood because the tuna breath, lobster breath, fish breath in general is always a negative thing.
Crabs.
Right. And you never want crabs on a first date.
This says ask again.
It happens.
Can I go on a
Gosh.
seafood date?
PG-13. Cool. Number 3.
Never.
When dating. Becca, what is your ideal romantic evening?
No kids.
That's
That's the whole evening.
good. Wait, you have kids?
Yes.
Oh.
should you tell the person you're dating that you have kids?
Okay. Wow.
I guess it depends. Did you meet them online? Because it should be on your profile,
No.
and if it's not, then you're a liar, which
No,
makes you kind of creepy.
it's not online.
It's not online.
Wait. So that means you're supposed to. I just have to.
It's a blind date. Let's say it's a blind date.
Blind date. Okay.
Do you tell them right away?
You just say, would you like something to drink? And I have kids.
Do I have to say how many kids I have, or can I just say kids?
Hang on.
I'm just
I
trying
think
to update
plural
my
is good, and if they're
profile
interested
real
enough to
quick.
ask you how many
Yeah.
kids you have, then that's probably a good sign, maybe.
Is Becca a witch?
No, we can't, dude. You're scaring off my friends.
Definitely.
What does it say?
That's it's faulty. It's from Radio Shack.
I'll handle this next one. Becca, from a feminine perspective, what's the most fun date you ever had?
Ooh.
Surprise dates. Those are the best when you don't know where you're going or what you're doing.
But it doesn't matter where you're going?
Well, it has to be good.
Well, what does that mean?
That means like something that you put thought into.
You're not helping dudes.
No.
Mostly
Well, no.
dudes watch
Okay.
our
Okay.
show.
How
Guys,
about
we're
listening?
trying to help
How
you.
about letting
Okay.
a woman speak without interrupting? That's always
that
a
is
really
so
nice.
draining.
Hey, when you hear this
That's
bell, that
fun.
means be quiet.
That's the quiet bell.
You gotta keep them in line.
Obviously, you've never been on a date. If you are on a blind date and you whip out your phone and you're trying to take a selfie on set first date, it's creepy and weird, and you need to just go home.
At what point though? Like if you like just sat down and then you took a selfie, that's kind of weird.
Okay.
If you have been having fun and interesting conversation and you like each other and you want to make sure that you're not drunk and you know what this person looks like later, so you could actually refer
Okay.
to it at that point after the fact.
I really like Red Lobster.
We've
I
all.
know,
He gets
I
I
really
worked at Red
like,
Lobster.
You did?
I
Weird.
did.
It's like eating at the
I
ocean.
took the lobsters to their doom. Anyways,
trying to get that
Dex,
money.
you were saying?
Okay.
So what is it like to work there? Is it fun? Is it like working at the ocean? Because that's what I always imagined.
It's not like working at the ocean at all.
The smell.
It's kind of like asking people how many people are in their party and then seating those people and then having those waiters get really mad at you because that party actually had children in that group and that specific waiter doesn't accept children because they make a lot of crap go all over the floor. And so then you are blacklisted.
That was a lot of words. I think we all learned a
All
lot
right.
today.
And I think we're going to wrap it up on that
should wrap
note.
this up.
Adulting? Really?
Adulting
We're done?
Adulting
What did we
101.
learn? We didn't learn anything.
learned
This
enough.
course is boring.
We learned
I'm
enough.
out.
No, you're not. You're still there. Adam's gonna just look at the screen.
He's gonna be like, good.
He's gonna say, "You remember that time you went and had fun with your friends? Never
Never again, woman!
Again.
Never again."
But I'm released to over here.
But what about?
Oh, you can have your mic though.
Don't hear that every day.
I'm making a story of my life.
Hold on, Lauren. I'm trying to sing.
Wait,
That
I
one.
think, is it okay if we include her on the Snapchat one?
Me, female.
See that mole?
Could you be
Zoom in
a
on
doll
that mole.
and throw that away for me?
Get back in here. Let me tell you the story of this mole. Story of my mole. This mole is named after my dad, Murray. This one over here, this is after Cheryl, my mom. I've got a cancerous cell on my back named Kimberly after my sister.
Gosh,
We had a good day at SFA, and now we are here to say, throw it to my boy Steve. This is the wrap of the show. Go, Jax, go! I already did that.
I had a beat going. Here's the thing, guys. Yes, we are done with another amazing episode of
We are.
Stand By for Awesome. However, we're going to be back next week, but we need your help. standbyforAwesomeShow@gmail.com. We always love your suggestions. In fact, next week, an incredible special guest. His name is Stephen Christian, former lead singer of a band called Amberlin. They were only one of the biggest
Are you
bands
serious?
Yes.
in the universe.
That's my favorite band in the world.
Well, there you go. He's going to be on the show with us next week. You definitely don't want to miss it. Teo's going to eat something disgusting by your recommendation.
Steven is too. He said he would.
Yeah.
He said he would. You said you would.
Really, really looking forward to that, mostly because I don't have to eat anything disgusting. But keep your suggestions coming. We're obviously doing them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure you like us on Facebook. Stand by for awesome.
Yeah, and share this with your friends, please. We need lots of support.
Of course, standbyforAwesomeShow@gmail.com if you'd like to send in your suggestions or your audition reel. Thanks to our girl Becca for trying. It's up to you guys to see if she ever comes back again.
Yeah, tell us what you think about Becca.
Tell us. Yeah, Next week, Stephen Christian. Also, maybe a super sweet redhead.
No.
No? No.
There's Becca.
She's
Please
back.
bring me back, guys.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
back.
Please.
Just cut.
I don't have
That's
anything
enough.
else
That's
to do.
Cut.
pretty
It's enough
sure
with the
we're
girl.
done.
I just want to.
Yeah. Who
Stop.
invited her?
Yep.
I blame myself.
Good.
Quick wrap.
Escape this inferno.
Nah, man, it feels
It's
great.
not that bad in here.
I haven't showered since Sunday, guys. This is gonna be great. Natural oils. I'm kind of bohemian. I'm Bo-Stevian, if you will.
Oh, stinky.
What segment are we doing?
What is
Is it
that?
time? Here we go.
What is that?
Are you ready?